Hey everyone, Dave Usinger here from Training Department. Today we're going into Module 2 of Optimum Control. Today we're going to show you basics of inventory setup for a store that's transferred to a new owner, or a couple things about a store if you have a brand new restaurant, which is going to be a different situation. So again, I'm with Spencer Smallwood from Store 13. Spencer, we all appreciate you doing this for us, and we'll let you get started.
All right, so first we're going to cover set your inventory setup a little deeper. We still have our inventory tab open. If you didn't, you could click on your account inventory up here in the top left. So we're going to click on our inventory tab. We're going to go into count sheet setup again. And then there's this screen. So what we want to cover is there are several items that have multiple pack sizes on them. For instance, for instance, here we have Caesar by the gallon. It's got 3 different pack sizes. And if you're first getting in here, you're like, oh no, which one do I want to count? Well, an easy way to start is with the one that has the key next to it. Now, the reason why you want to start there is maybe you have a store that is, it's a fresh build. You don't have an inventory to go off of from the transfer. So which ones do I pick? Well, pick these key ones, and then as you do orders and you receive invoices, you'll be able to see which ones you're receiving. Under this last received column, it'll tell you when you received the last one. And then you can go to those pack sizes to count if you need to change.
So let me interrupt for 1 second. So if you have dates, that means that you've had previous orders. So that's going to be a transfer situation. If you're a brand new restaurant, you won't have any dates yet, so that'll be the trickier issue. And of course, OC will help you by downloading a basic program for you. And also your FFC should be there to help you to get set up, right?
Correct.
Okay.
It should have some sort of a start for you, and then you'll be able to drill it down from there. Now, to pick your key items, we're going to go over to the main menu. Up in the top left, we're going to go to item par levels. Now in here, you have 2 columns. You have your key items and you have an actualized column. Make sure not to hit your actualized column. There have been items that have been selected to be actualized. Actualized just means that no matter what you put in the inventory, OC is going to assume that that is correct. There are items like beverages. There's no way to tell how many Cokes you sold because the customer fills those up. And so it makes no sense for OC to be subtracting those inventories if it's not going to be accurate for you. So those are actualized.
Okay.
And so you don't want to touch that column. And then over here you have your key items. So your key items are going to be your weekly inventory items. So those weekly inventory items, the easy way to look at it is food. Anything that all your food, because you're going to count that weekly. So you're going to go down this page and you are going to select or unselect anything that is food. Now, let's scroll down here to a better, so we have, down here we have beverages, these miscellaneous beverages. We don't have any of these beverages just yet. Well, we don't have any of these beverages. So none of these are selected as key items. However, you come down here and you have bottled drinks, and we have some of these. So some of these are selected as key items. Bottled juice, bottled soda, bottled water, not coconut water.
Mm-hmm.
Now those first 3 will be on your inventory. It will show up under your key items inventory. The other one will not. And then there's one final step with setting up your count sheets. So we're going to go back to the main menu, and then we're going to click this little cog up here in the top left corner. Then we're going to go to Preferences. Then we're going to go to Inventory, the 3rd one down.
Okay.
And then there is Count Sheet Column Display. In here you can select, you click the drop down. It can be all columns, show purchase and case count columns, show only case count column. Yeah, I should pick show only case count column. Now that makes it so that there's only one column to enter your inventory into, so that there's no mistakes.
Right.
And then you would hit save up here in the corner because if you changed anything. And then you can go straight back to the main menu, and that is the detailed part of setting up your count sheets. Now, to talk to Dave's point about the differences between a transfer versus a new build, if it's a transfer, you're going to have an inventory to go off of for your initial setup. If it's a new build, you're not going to have that inventory. You're going to have your initial order, but not a whole inventory. So you're going to rely more on the basic setup for the new builds, the basic setup of OC, versus if you're a transfer, you're going to have an inventory, so you're going to be able to drill down a little further and make it a little more accurate for yourself. And then for your new builds, as you progress, you will be able to get everything drilled down and make it more specific.
Okay, so on a transfer, things that could go wrong would be that the previous owner was ordering a wrong item, or that he wasn't ordering a certain item that he was supposed to carry, correct?
Correct.
Would there be any other situations that could happen that would throw him off?
I don't think so. I think those would be the big ones. Any items that were either being ordered or not being ordered or being carried in the restaurant that either should or shouldn't have been. So you might need to be able to take those out or add those in. And that's why being able to know where your count sheet setup is important. Also, there are times where some of that might get reset based on some updates that come down.
Okay.
And so knowing where to change stuff and how to add it, how to take it out is important.
Okay. All right. What's next?
I think that's it on this one, to be honest.
Okay, so that's Module 2 on inventory setup. Any questions, of course, give your FFC a call or your supervisor. You can also call TrackRight or contact them directly, right? How do we do that?
There's an email and a 1-800 number, but I don't know the 1-800 number.
So you'll be getting a TrackRight book, so we'll get that information for you, and you should have it on site in your handbook. But so for any questions, please contact the help desk if you have major issues that your field consultant or supervisor can't solve, or you can't get a hold of them right away. You can always call help desk at 1-888-798-5555 or email support@trackrite.net. That's TrackRite, TRACRITE.net. So that's the information you need for that, and we will talk to you on the next module.